All right, so what about all of these attacks on Teslas? Do they not realize that every time, I mean, I've seen a number of people on social media now come by, key a Tesla. It's all on video from the Tesla. It's called Sentry Mode. And it has all the cameras operating. I've seen a number of people be arrested now. Oh, I didn't do anything. Really? It's all on video. Ooh. Saw one, a brand new one from New Hampshire yesterday afternoon. Dr. James Robbins is a national security columnist for USA Today, senior fellow in national security affairs at the American Foreign Policy Council, and a former special assistant in the Office of the Secretary of Defense. He joins me now. Doctor, thank you for being here. I mean, what is it about look, attacking somebody's personal property to protest the guy that owns the company, first of all, it makes no sense at all. So you're attacking a Tesla that somebody bought whenever they bought it, and who cares when? It's their personal property. They bought a car, and you don't like the owner of the company, so you're going to key this person's car, their private property? Help me here, doctor. First of all, thank you for being here. And what in the world's going on?
Oh, thanks, Steve. I mean, I really, in a way, feel sorry for the Tesla owners because many of them bought these cars back when Elon Musk was like the god who was going to save the environment. They bought the Tesla in order to show the world that, yes, they were going to save the world along with Elon Musk. And it was a big virtue signal, to own a Tesla. It was a thing. And so now these same people who own the Teslas have gone to the exact opposite. Now they're no longer signaling their great virtue. Oh my God, they're in bed with this, horrible person who's the friend of Trump and who's saving America. It's sad because it's not why they bought the Tesla. They bought the Tesla to show their virtue. And now they're being blamed for that. This is why they have the bumper stickers saying, I bought this before Elon went crazy.
Exactly. A friend of mine, driving a Tesla here in the last few days, had somebody pulling up and waving at them and thought that they had a problem with the car. So they pull over to the side of the road and say, okay, what's up? Getting screamed at, he said, by some crazy person because, well, do you hate government workers? Do you hate this? Do you hate America? I mean, what are you talking about? I drive a car. It's insane. However, I'll say this, doctor, some of these people are going to be going to jail for a while. I mean, if you come and key a car or burn it or do something else crazy, I mean, these people that are blowing cars like they did in Las Vegas, you're looking at 20 years in prison. This is, really? And what have you proven? I think you've proven you're insane and nothing more. Where am I wrong?
No, you're right. I mean, I was amazed to learn that in New Hampshire, keying a car is a felony.
Yeah.
I mean,
you saw the same video. You saw the same guy keying the car and then trying to lie about it. Well, it is a felony. Go ahead.
Oh, well, yeah, it's, this is serious. Like you could get in some big trouble for this, and not just like firebombing a car, but even just keying it. But it just goes to speak to the emotionalism of the left and to liberals who are so upset about Trump. They have no other way of expressing themselves. They're frustrated. This frustration has turned into aggression. And then the next thing you know, they're firebombing something, they're keying something, they're attacking the charging stations, they're blocking the charging stations, making life difficult for people, pulling people over on the road, as you said, yelling at people, all of these things. It really speaks to their helplessness, to their sense that they can't change anything. They have a guy in the White House that they don't like. They tried every possible means to keep him out of the White House. They failed. And now what can they do? So they're attacking inanimate objects. They're harassing innocent people. I mean, it's really sad. And then, of course, the next step to that is the organized violence that we're seeing.
Absolutely. It's fringe people. I mean, let's be honest, doctor. These are not mainstream individuals, but it is bizarre. And they have impacted, the sale of Teslas. And then you've got Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, cheerleading for the destruction of Tesla's stock value before being told, oh, by the way, Governor, Minnesota's heavily invested in Tesla for the retirees. Oh, I mean, how dumb are these people? I mean, in fact, how dumb are these people, doctor? They don't even know what they're invested in, and they attack a company.
Well, yeah, that was pretty funny. I would say that the people committing the violence tend to be fringe people, but they don't think of themselves as fringe people.
Of
this
course
is the
not.
important thing. No, they think of themselves as, the leaders of the community, the people who are bending the arc of history towards justice and other stuff like this. When you look at the folks manning the protest lines at these Teslas, particularly around here in the Washington area, they look like, anybody you might see who works in government. They're, in their 40s and 50s. There's silver-haired people out there holding up signs. It's like they're back in their student protest days. They're reliving their youth. And then they go off afterwards to have a latte at the farmer's market and talk about how they stuck it to the man, this kind of thing. I mean, seriously, when you look at the people out there protesting, I mean, some of them, yeah, they're like these young kids who are all, socialists or whatnot. But some of them look like your neighbors, and you have to
Yeah.
wonder, like, don't you have a job? Like, why are you doing this?
Well, fair point. All right. So you are a national security columnist for USA Today, among other things. And I want to shift gears real quick and ask you about Signalgate, if I may.
Yeah.
And this whole uproar. I mean, obviously, you've been paying attention to this Signal chat and this conversation that was going on. I mean, I realize they want Jasmine Crockett, they being the Democrats and left, they want Jasmine Crockett off the front page as soon as possible. But I don't think this is going to do it for them. I mean, all they've got is hypotheticals. I mean, the attacks came off as planned, whatever was going on. Seems like a mistake, seems like kind of a silly and dumb thing to do, but is it really a national security issue? I'm not convinced of that. What do you make of it?
No, I don't think it's a national security issue. Obviously, there was a little issue inside the White House of who put a journalist on a distro list for a meeting of the National Security Council Principals Committee, which is what we got some insight into. It was interesting to watch them deliberate, which is their purpose and their task, how they serve the president. That's what they do. They talk about things. Most of the war plans, or all of the war plans, the actual secret stuff was on the high side, as the National Security Advisor said, meaning in the encrypted secret systems of how they communicate. That's where the real war plan was. What these people were talking about was the timing of the attack and some other little aspects of the attack, which is what they do. They offer different options of maybe we do it a month from now, maybe we do it right now. Then word came down that the president wants it done now. So they all saluted smartly. And then the attack went off, and the attack went off beautifully. And we're conducting a magnificent counterterrorism operation against the Houthis. And the Democrats who are so upset about this, going crazy saying people should resign. I don't remember them doing that when we were pulling our troops out of Kabul. It looked like Saigon in 1975. This tragedy in Afghanistan.
And people were actually killed.
War.
And people were actually killed as a result of that, right? 13 people.
Yeah, and who resigned? Who
Nobody.
Who was fired for that? Nobody.
Nobody.
I mean, this was a successful attack.
Yeah. Doctor, I got to leave it there for today. I greatly appreciate you weighing in. I think it's a whole lot of noise about nothing is what I think. And a lot of hypotheticals. Well, what if this had happened? What if that happened? Well, it didn't happen, so I'm not sure what you're all screaming about. Somebody will get reprimanded on this for including that, Jeffrey Goldberg, who's suspect as a journalist to begin with in that group. Anyhow, Dr. James Robbins, thank you. Come back anytime.
Okay, Steve, thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, we're going to take a break. Glad to see you here. Don't forget, follow us on X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Get involved. Be heard. I'll be right back.